All right, what's up, guys? I'm Bryce.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Zuff.
And we are Real Time. Today we got Season 3, Episode 7 of And with an E. This one's called A Strong Effort of the Spirit of Good. Last episode was like the fair episode. They had the fair and a lot happened there. Yeah, it was like the first place that Gilbert ended up taking Winifred or Winnie or Freddie to like out in public. He courted her with her parents there. And it was going pretty well for them. She's a very sweet girl. Her parents are very nice. And then obviously Anne saw them and she's like, oh my God, that's a woman. Gilbert's with a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like right when she found out her feelings about him, I think, because she saw that psychic who was just a scam, but still she like kind of opened up Anne's eyes, I think. And she was like, wow, I do like Gilbert. And then the minute she likes him, he's with Winifred. So that's unfortunate. Hopefully she tells him here soon because we don't have many episodes left. So I don't know how likely it is that storyline wraps up well because it's only like 4 more episodes, but I'm hoping for the best for those two.
Matthew, all of the Cuthberts had a challenge last episode. Obviously Marilla, she wins every year. Matthew, though, he won. What did he win?
Most unusual.
Most unusual. His big old
Radish.
Yeah, and then Anne just poisoned the judges with her. She put in
like Litamin or something.
Yeah,
And I looked it up. It's like skin lotion. It's just like
Ew.
lotion that you'd put on the skin. Apparently, it like is good for pain, I guess. So
Yeah.
just not something you'd want in food.
So only Marilla was successful at the fair. Matthew, I mean, I wouldn't really be too happy about a most unusual or reward. That's not cool. And then obviously Anne just didn't really care because she was too caught up on Gilbert.
At the end of the episode, the whole town was at like this square dancing like town event thing. It looked like literally all of Avonlea was there, and out of nowhere, honestly, Billy and Josie like went outside, and it was a crazy scene, like just honestly a bit unnecessary if you ask me, but Billy like assaulted Josie Pye out there. It was really bad, and then basically went around and spread false rumors about things that did not happen between them to all of his buddies in the like party inside, and then that spread to some of the adults, it looked like, and pretty much everyone knew about it at some point, and it really upset Josie Pye, rightfully so. And then I think the episode ended with Anne and her friends like discussing the situation at school, and it seemed like Anne was the only person who was taking it seriously, and it looked like she was gonna write something about it in the newspaper that they have. So I'm expecting some kind of article in the paper this episode about Billy.
All right, guys, that's pretty much it, though. Before we get into this episode, if you guys have been enjoying our And With Any reactions, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our links in the description. We got our Patreon, our Discord, our second channel, ATalk, our social medias, and the address to our P.O. box down there. But yeah, let's get into it. Season 3, Episode 7 of And With an E, A Strong Effort of the Spirit of Good. Let's go.
We're distributing.
Oh boy, what did she write, dude? Anne Shirley Cuthbert.
What in the heavens are you doing up so late?
What in the world?
I'm so sorry, Marilla, but we were desperate to have the newspaper ready for the Sunday church service. Avonlea will want to read all about the county fair, and there was a small adjustment I wanted to make, so I nipped out to help my fellow reporters.
Anne is a bit of a liar. She does lie a good bit.
Yeah, that's fair. Bit of a fibber.
What is fair by Anne Shirley Cuthbert?
Uh-oh.
See, Matthew was mentioned for his odd radish. The saying goes, in odd we trust.
Okay,
That's the saying.
dude. Mr. Barry.
He's got jokes.
Attending this morning.
She's in bed.
I'm surprised you...
Nice to see
Yeah.
Diana. You must be bone tired after your late night efforts on the newspaper.
She's very enthusiastic about reporting.
Oh, dude, before church, everyone's going to read this?
Yep.
Oh,
fuck.
snap.
It's like, it's honestly, it's just, I think Anne's trying to help, but it's just not her place a little bit. Like, I feel like this is going to upset Josie too.
Billy's just here too.
Like, if Josie wanted her to do it, it's one thing, but I feel like Josie's not gonna like this.
What is happening?
Remember the lesson Miss Stacy was trying to tell her about gossip? Yeah.
Oh.
This was a school newspaper, not a bully pulpit.
What?
A conversation.
Bully?
Turn your attention to today's required reading.
And
She messed up.
I don't believe it. You girls are always wagging your tongues.
Calm down, both of you.
We can't have this dirty bit of business mar the arrangements between you and Billy.
Weirdo.
This isn't about whose fault it is.
Fault? I didn't.
Stop.
She didn't do anything.
Simply do whatever it takes to get him back.
Get him back. He's not
What?
a nice boy.
You put yourself in a situation. That was a choice.
What?
Now you have a reputation.
Dude, imagine like being surrounded by parents like that.
Well, you seem to be all in bunches.
Bro.
How bad could it be?
I mean, maybe it's a good thing Anne said something because they wouldn't ever
Yeah.
help her out.
I told the truth. This particular truth did not need to be told in the newspaper.
In fact, that's exactly where the truth should be expressed.
Your opinion is your opinion,
It's not my.
It's not. It's a fact.
What about when Matthew didn't so much as consult you when he made the deal with the bank that almost cost us Green Gables?
Oh, Matthew's catching strays, bro.
Billy, we'll get you down to Charlottetown soon so we can find a young woman who's more compatible with our interests.
It's all very unfortunate.
It's a miracle. Thank God we won't have Josie as our sister.
This is rich.
Ooh.
Conveniently forget I was in exactly the same situation 2 years ago.
Speak up, Prissy.
You know you have the power to make this right? You have all the power. All of it.
He's not gonna do it.
Between those rumors you speak of and a certain wedding debacle, our family's lucky to have preserved our good standing.
Lucky?
What a jackass.
I can think of one smell that's worse than male desperation. Hypocrisy.
Oh. It's a civil war in the Andrews household.
How did it all get so mixed up? I was writing about justice and equality. What could be more virtuous than that? I wasn't even thinking about Josie. That much is clear.
Ooh, Diana's salty. I just kind of thought about it right now. They have a school newspaper that everyone was reading at the same time all at once at church.
Mm-hmm.
what about it?
Just why would that happen? Why would it all be at church simultaneously?
That's where everyone gathers.
Mm-mm. Oh. Oh, shit. Damn.
Shouldn't have touched you. You shouldn't have written about it. You've always been jealous of me.
Mm.
Congratulations, Anne.
Oh.
Now I'm trash. Just like you.
Shit.
You didn't take that very well.
She shouldn't have
She get a
exposed it
haircut.
her like that.
We're arguing about the wrong thing. This isn't about what Anne wrote. This is about what's fair.
What's fair? My piece is literally and precisely called What is Fair?
There's a way that we can talk about equality without ruining a girl's life.
So now you have an opinion on equality.
It's the same opinion I probably would have had yesterday.
Oh, Gilbert.
When I saw you negotiating for an attractive new parcel of land.
Wife.
Whoa.
I just...
She just brings up random shit.
Your rashness ruined an opportunity for an intelligent conversation. And it hurt your friend. I tried to apologize to Josie. How did that go?
She slapped her in the face and called her trash.
You're off editorial writing for good, I'm afraid.
Mm.
I must mete out consequences, you know that. So, make friends with your new beat. The fertilizer column.
Ooh. We're on to the fertilizer column. Matthew probably knows quite a bit about that.
I recall an article on the savage natives who run around in our woods doing God knows what. Scalping, stealing.
We're getting a little off.
They just don't give a fuck about Coquette, do they?
Let's focus. I have several ideas.
I suggest we hold off on.
Who are these people?
The community
The council or
enjoys seeing
something.
themselves through the
I feel like
pages of the
all presidents of the United States.
Well,
All of them have gathered here.
think about that.
I know they're from Canada, but they just feel giving off president vibes.
Hysterical interruptions.
Beg your pardon. I'm not hysterical.
Case in point.
Instead of cancelling the paper,
Rachel can't get in a word.
I mean, the article, right?
this mandate will ensure there are no more surprises.
All in favor?
Just a minute.
Done, of course.
What is fair, Rachel? Come on, open your eyes. Anne was writing about this.
I know I was meant to be scared of the monster, but I felt an
Dirty.
overwhelming sadness for him. He was so wounded.
She kissed
muzzled.
him.
Frankenstein was always mad.
Ever?
I remember.
The doctor? I suppose he
No.
was...
The monster.
Oh, Frankenstein is the doctor. May indeed have been the true monster on the inside.
What?
Did we read the same book?
But I like it when the creature steals a dog sled. That was crazy.
Cherry, bro.
I wonder if we could think of something else to do instead of talking.
Oh.
Diana.
Yes, Jerry.
Woo! You okay, Jerry?
What
He
was
looks
that?
upset.
He looked depressed.
Yeah, because she didn't like his topics.
Said he's not smart.
Yeah, I feel like that's what she was saying.
I feel like maybe he realized, like, he knows that he can't be with her or something.
Well, everyone has a right to express their opinions freely, even if they're unpopular.
What do you think about all this, Matthew?
Yeah?
Oh yeah. What are we talking about?
I reckon you've heard from about enough men on this topic.
Yeah.
Matt.
I came over to tell you that the board will only let the newspaper continue.
If you're not a part of it.
I'm fired.
Man's not on the paper anymore. No more paper.
She gonna start writing on that? What if she like starts her own little thing? Where she does news every day?
If Anne were here, she'd just say, use your imaginations. And then find some way to ruin what's left of the newspaper for the rest of us.
Hold on, let's not forget where all this started. Anne stood up for a person who suffered a cruelty.
Speak up, Gilbert.
Not in relation to a man.
Look at that guy back there.
Charlie?
Yeah, he's like, oh, Anne, you're never gonna have babies. You're too imaginative.
To say stop and be heard instead of pushed, derided, and told that a man knows more about our basic rights and desires than we do. What are you?
Everyone's pissed at Anne about the article, then they hear it coming from Gilbert, and they're like,
holy
you
shit.
got a point.
You know she'd stand up for any one of you, even in spite of what you're saying about her. She'd do what was right. That's who she is.
I know I'm not your favorite person right now. No, Anne, not at all. We're sorry. We didn't understand. We're sorry.
Yeah. Gilbert's got your back, Anne.
I have enough of these for everybody.
Thanks.
Well, I have a plan.
And they're made out of her old base.
They gonna strike or something? Picket signs?
Anne's farm boy has gotten so tall. Farm girl.
No, he got a Diana. She's a proper girl.
If you just allowed me to work with
A
him.
woman could never have the authority to represent an enterprise such as ours. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Now it's cold.
Dude, he sucks. He just sucks.
I'd love to just break his nose.
Poor Josie. Can you imagine? You finally get to have your first real kiss. It's supposed to be so romantic, but you're so scared.
Diana's had a few. She wants to do stuff other than talk.
May I speak with Josie?
May I ask who's calling?
A sympathetic friend.
She just goes, Diana Barry. Ruby. I forget Ruby's last name.
Max.
Rose gold.
Max and Ruby.
I think it's Ruby Rose gold.
Nope. It's neither of those.
I didn't mean to, but I did.
You get to slap her.
Forgive me, Josie. That's not why I'm here. In fact, you should be angry with me for as long as you like, but please know that I...
What does Anne have on her face?
The paint from what they were just
Oh,
doing.
yeah. I was like, were they baking? Is there like sugar or something?
No one but you is allowed to dictate what you're worth. Are you sure you don't want to join us tomorrow? No, Anne, I don't. Do you want it in writing?
She's gonna be there. She'll be there tomorrow.
Can I talk to you?
I really like your friend.
It's about my girl.
About my girl.
We walk together. We read the same book. We've kissed.
Sorry.
She's rich and I'm poor. So how could she ever really like me?
Barry, stop. I have never heard you humble yourself like this. It sounds like she's...
I think she just didn't like the conversation because you didn't really understand the book, Jerry. I think that's what it was.
Diana's your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Diana?
It's Diana?
You and Diana?
You see, she's ashamed to be with me.
Oh, God.
How did we end up here?
He wants to change things for the better.
I was just wondering, they said that the only way that they're allowed to continue the newspaper is if Anne's not a part of it.
Yeah,
but Anne's just still a part of it?
Yeah, they have to do it on wooden planks too.
Yeah, they have like dumb topics they have to cover. But I don't think she's on it.
Oh. But she's doing something with the newspaper tomorrow.
No, they're doing like I think like a strike or something.
Mm.
Yeah, they were making like picket signs or whatever to hold up like, you guys suck. I don't know.
Yeah, they're doing all this while Paquette is stuck in prison. Like,
I mean, it is pretty crazy that they just showed us what was going on with her, and then they were like, we're not going to talk about it for 3 episodes.
Probably not again.
And then they just keep showing her siblings.
Yeah.
And then they're like, still not going to talk about it.
If this show ends and they don't get her out of there, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's just like, what?
We're going to riot. Oh, Billy's throwing rocks.
Fuck the haters, Josie Pie. No.
I like you.
I liked you too.
Past tense.
Want me to fix this?
I don't want anything from you. Least of all redemption.
If he proposes, then it's all good. Fuck Billy, dude. Do not give him redemption.
Who's that? Diana.
So, you have something to tell me, Diana?
Who are you here to see?
Oh.
Me or Jerry? Is it because of what I wrote about Josie? You thought me untrustworthy? Of course not. It started weeks before that. Weeks?
It's been going on a long time, man.
Jerry came to talk to me about a girl who was being cruel, and I never in a million years did I think he was describing my truest friend. Who are you? I'm still me.
Oh my god, dude. This is crazy right now.
I promise you. You should have never gotten involved with him. It's ridiculous.
It's not Jerry's fault.
Because Jerry told me that you make him feel common. That's hardly my fault, isn't it? Our differences are glaring what you say.
Shit.
This is a real ass conversation.
Biding time until you can step into your preordained life full of architecture and fine cheese. With all the appropriate people.
Architecture and fine cheese.
I have always stood by you from the first day we met.
That's true.
You're nullifying our whole friendship over this one small trespass. You never survive stepping into society with an urchin like me.
An urchin.
If you were my friend, you would understand. Oh, clearly you're not, and you never were.
That's damn no.
Oh.
I knew they were showing that for a reason. They both had that shit on. Oh, dude.
Jerry fucked it all up.
It's not Jerry's fault at all, bro. It's literally no one. Everyone just got upset for literally no reason. Just because Diana's not being the nicest to Jerry because he didn't understand the book Frankenstein.
I don't think he understood anything.
Oh, she wants her dowry.
I have no plans to marry in the near future.
Give me that money.
It's mine, and I am respectfully asking you for it now.
Did you receive your degree in education or clinical insanity?
That was a crazy line.
Everyone is overreacting. What is so wrong with the status quo? They put a roof over your head and nice clothes.
Jane.
They wouldn't not come after all this.
Have faith.
Where's Bash?
Yeah, where is Bash? Just taking care of his baby or what? Everyone's here. Guess who's gonna come too?
Josie Pie.
Josie Pie.
Prissy.
She said you were doing something absolutely daft that she totally and fundamentally disagreed with. So I had to come.
And that guy's here too.
Who is that kid?
Yeah, what are we doing? Sure.
Just walking down the road and you just see Moody come up to you. Let's do it! Come on, yeah!
Sure, yeah, man.
Okay.
Sure.
Remember yesterday when Moody was like, I'm glad Anne's not here.
Yeah.
She would tell us to use our imaginations.
They're all gonna stand and spell out a word together. Or a sentence.
They're still having a meeting.
What in blazes is going on here? This is an outrage. That's what this is.
Shut up.
They have a right to their say.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We are not here to provoke.
Josie? Get up here, Josie.
Tried to silence our voices. Well, we have a message for you.
Alright.
It's true.
Go on, get up there.
These fuckers.
Come along now.
These old dudes being like, nah, that's crazy.
Get down from that.
Oh.
But that would look good in the paper.
That'd be a cool photo.
Thanks for the suggestions.
Ooh.
Gilbert. That was a mic drop moment for Gilbert.
Yeah.
Dude hasn't taken the cigar out of his mouth once.
I'm so happy Josie came.
Try again.
What do you think will happen now?
Too bad you lost another friend.
Why does Jane suck so much?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when you said lost a friend, I thought of Jane for
Yeah,
you're talking about Diana.
Yeah.
Jesus. Completely forgot about that. I was like, oh yeah, she lost Jane.
Boo-hoo.
What in the world did you say to our class to make them change their minds about me?
He read your article.
Shouldn't we be arguing about something right now?
Probably.
They flirting, bro.
Who knew we'd make such a good TEAM?
Whoa.
Winifred is a lucky gal. I should get back.
Don't let her go, Gilbert. And you let her go.
Who is this? Why did I flick the...
They're taking the press.
No. It's this old dude. Oh, that's evidence right there, bro. Dummy.
I mean, he didn't just tell him he was gonna take it. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm worried that the fucking school's gonna catch on fire.
Oh, no.
All right, well, we lost Diana. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happened that episode, but
we'll get her back.
That was striking me as the most crazy thing. Diana ripped her necklace off. I mean, these were the 1-2, the besties from the beginning, and Diana has been treating Jerry poorly. I feel bad for him. I mean, she's basically just using him as a kiss machine. Like, that's about it. I don't think they're gonna last much longer. I don't think there's really any more romance there. But I'm gonna say it again. We are not showing Coquette, like, what's going on. Maybe, I mean, we have to show, like, hello. But yeah, I hope we see her soon.
Yeah, but with the way that this episode ended, with that little cliffhanger, cigar burning, like that could be really bad. Like, it's one thing that they're just taking their press, like their printing press, boo-hoo, no more newspaper. But if their school like actually burns down, that's like an insane loss. Like, what are they gonna do for school if they don't have the schoolhouse anymore? What's Miss Stacy gonna do? Like, she's just gonna have to go find another job. Like, I don't know. That's worst case scenario. Maybe it's not the whole school house burns down, but I feel like that's what they were trying to imply at the end there. That's really bad. Maybe somehow, I think one of you said evidence. Maybe somehow like the cigar butt will be left over, and like they'll be like, this guy smoked cigars, he did it. And the final 2 episodes of the season will be an arson case, because there's just been crazy different arcs every 2 episodes in the show.
Yeah, it has been wicked.
I think Gilbert's starting to realize that he prefers Anne over Winnie. So I think he needs to make a big decision here very soon, because they obviously have a lot of chemistry. And like he was saying, when we're not arguing, we're a great team. So like, I don't know. I think he sees the potential in a relationship with Anne. I mean, I think the whole time Gilbert's like, he's known he's liked her. I think Anne's been the one that's like, ooh, no, not Gilbert, all this stuff. But
even when he was on the boat with Bash was like, you have a girl back home. And he's like, no, I don't.
So hopefully he can go say no thank you to Winifred. And then I hope the show ends with him and Anne together. If not, we might have to riot like they did this episode. I don't know, dude. Like, all right, guys, that's pretty much it though for this episode. If you guys have been enjoying our Anne with Any reactions, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our links in the description. We got our Patreon, our Discord, our second channel, A-Talk, our social medias, and the address to our PO box down there. But yeah, we'll catch you guys next time for season 3, episode 8 of Anne with an E. Peace out.